The SpaceX founder Elon Musk says the first orbital flight of the world's most powerful rocket ever built could happen in a month or two. Musk gave an update on his company's massive Starship rocket just last night. The backdrop, the towering, nearly 400-foot-tall rocket. NASA officials say they have a plan to use it to land astronauts on the moon as early as 2025. But Musk says he has much bigger dreams. He says he wants to deploy a whole fleet of Starships to bring people and equipment to Mars, to build a city there. Here's CNBC's Morgan Brennan.
Standing in front of SpaceX's 40-story-tall, gleaming new mega rocket, Elon Musk giving his first update on Starship in more than 2 years. Starship is Musk's multi-billion-dollar bet to carry both cargo and people to Mars. A giant rocket system that's twice as powerful as the Saturn V that carried astronauts to the moon. A system that represents the holy grail of spaceflight, a fully and rapidly reusable rocket system that had been considered by some to not even be possible, at least before now.
Our goal is to be making at least one stack per month, and then ultimately potentially a ship every 3 days. There'll be more ships than there are boosters because the booster actually, even though it's gigantic, will come back in about 6 minutes. Excitement guaranteed.
This would allow Starship to be launched 3 times a day, a cadence Musk argues is critical to sustaining a human colony on Mars. Keep in mind, SpaceX is planning a record-breaking 50 launches, 1 per week, this year with existing rockets, speaking to just how wildly ambitious the Starship goal is. The more launches, the lower the cost.
Fast forward like 2 or 3 years from now, I think it's highly likely to be everything included, less than $10 million a flight for a 100-ton to orbit capability. And 100 tons to a useful orbit, not to a low orbit.
And Starship already has business, including a multi-billion-dollar contract with NASA to land Artemis astronauts on the surface of the moon. But first, the giant rocket system needs to actually reach orbit. And the first attempt to do so hinges on the FAA, which has been conducting an environmental review. Musk says he expects regulatory approval, hopefully, next month.